Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Faulty Poker, and today I'm going to be doing probably 6, maybe 7 live summon attempts. For the summons that I'm going to be doing today, it's going to be 3 Wizard Priest pairs, 2 Thief Archer pairs, and a Legendary Dark Knight paired with an Uncommon Paladin. I have another hero or another summoning pair that is a monk and a pirate that should be available in about 30 minutes. That would be our additional summoning pair if the stream goes that long. I'm in a little bit of a hurry today. I've got stuff to do soon, so definitely not going to be dragging it on too long here. Okay, so I'm just making sure to notify my community Discord, to also post it in the DeFi Kingdoms Discord. Okay, so I think we're just about ready now. Yeah, let's see let's go over exactly what we're going to be doing today. So for our first summon attempts, we're going to be doing a common Wizard Miner paired with an uncommon Priest Fisher. On that pair, I expect to profit often, about 26 jewel per summon attempt. On the next pair, we have a common Wizard Gardener paired with a common Priest Gardener. On that, I expect to make about 27 jewel per summon on average. We have a common Wizard Mining paired with an uncommon Priest Gardener. On that pair, I expect to make about 30 jewel per summon attempt. Then we'll be doing a common Thief Gardener paired with a common Archer Forager. That will be about a 32 jewel profit per summon attempt. Then we have a uncommon Thief Fisher paired with a common Archer Fisher. Hey there, J-Dub, glad to see you. Wilson, good to see 2 familiar names. Now that there's some people in the chat, let's just get ready and get going on our first summon attempt. Trying to make sure all the windows on my screens are useful. Okay, so for the first summon of the day, or of the live stream, we're going to be doing a common Wizard Miner right here. Yeah, you're not late, T-Top. Welcome to the stream. No summons have even happened yet. Good morning, Resistor. My day is going well so far, and I hope your day is going well as well. Happy to have all you guys here. Hopefully we got some good luck today, this morning. 6 summon attempts, maybe 7, depending on how long the stream goes. Mostly Wizard Priest combos or pairs, and also Thief Archer pairs. A summon attempt I'm excited for later on will be a Legendary Dark Knight Forager paired with a Uncommon Paladin Forager, and that's a Gen 1 summoning pair, so I got some high hopes for that pair. Let's take a look at DFK Professions. 14% chance at a Summoner, 33% chance at a Wizard, and 30% chance at a Priest. 46% chance at Mining, fantastic, loving that. 15% chance at Gardening, okay. 37% chance at Fishing. Looks like we have a 44% chance of getting better than a Common. Taking a look at our Recessives, we can see that we have a very unhelpful Recessive 3 right here of a Wizard. That gives us a slight boost towards a mutation. Over here, nothing is working out in our favor. Especially not this triple gardening Recessives. Okay, let's see what we got. First summon of the day. Good vibes all around. I hope none of you guys have sent your heroes on a perilous journey yet. I highly recommend waiting until the last moment, otherwise you're just giving up your questing yield for a week's time for no reason. So definitely send closer to the deadline just so you can continue to get your heroes questing yield. Same with if you happen to be sending a Gen 0, definitely wait until the last moment to send that. Okay, common Wizard Fisher. Not the best, that's for sure, especially at 40 jewel to summon. common wizard fisher. Let's send this guy fishing right away. Hope all of you guys have had a good day since I last saw you guys, or since you guys last saw the stream. Did I have any memorable summons yesterday? I summoned a Mythic Archer Miner. That's a Gen 1 10 out of 10. Very excited about that. I also summoned a Rare Paladin Miner, Gen 2 5 out of 5. That was a great summon. What are some of the other big ones that got summoned yesterday? A Gen 1 5 out of 5 uncommon Paladin Forager, so definitely going to be seeing some Paladin Dragoon summon, or some Paladin Dark Knight summons in the coming days, for sure. Oh yeah, this guy is a great candidate for the Perilous Journey. A common Wizard Fisher, I can't think of a hero I would rather send more. Okay, so let's take a look at what a common Wizard Fisher might go for in the tavern. 41.5 jewel, nice. I'm going to say 41 jewel, and after tavern fees, including summoning fees, that is only a 0.54 jewel loss. No big deal. Let's get on to the next one. I love this update to the tavern, guys. Look at how lively it is in here. Just so many heroes. It's so cool that these are all just heroes that are listed. You get to click on them, see what they are. Well, that one's not a hero. Alright, let's get back to the portal. Once again, we're going to be doing another Wizard-Priest pair. This time, though, we're going to be doing a straight-up gardening pair. Unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. At only 32 jewel to summon, this is going to be profitable 100% of the time. We got a common Wizard Gardener and a common Priest Gardener. Okay, let's get the summon going. Did you get BOFA yesterday? I'm not exactly sure what BOFA stands for. I would love to know, though. Could you let me know? Okay, let's look at the match percentages for this for this pair, excuse me. We have a 14% chance at a summoner, so no recessives or hardly any meaningful recessives working out for us there. 32% chance each at a priest and a wizard. 85% chance at gardening. I mean, it is this combination's best profession in terms of stack growth, so hopefully the market rewards that. We have a 41% chance at getting better than a common. And taking a look at our recessives, the boost is actually coming from the priest being here and the wizard being here. So this is a mutation in the opposite direction of how it would normally be. Typically you would want more wizard recessive here and more priest recessive here, but you can actually do it the opposite. So if you find a wizard with a R1 priest, and then you find a priest with a R1 wizard, I mean, it's certainly better than a pair that doesn't have that. Okay. Every prospective hero for summoning is like a piece to a puzzle, and you just gotta find the perfect thing to match them with. And they match with a lot of them, a lot of different heroes, but you have to find which match is best. Okay, hoping for a summoner here, hoping for high rarity. Looks like a wizard, probably gonna be a gardener. Boom, we got a common wizard gardener. And a friend of mine actually wants a common wizard gardener, so maybe I won't be listing this guy straight into the tavern, and maybe I'll give a real life friend of mine a deal on a common wizard gardener. Let's go over to the professions, send this guy foraging. Why do you think gardening profession is relatively less valuable than the other professions? Well, I think gardening has the highest barrier to entry for it to be obviously profitable. I think having a significant position or a significant ownership of a pool, especially one of the incentivized pools in the gardens, is much more difficult to do than any other requirement. Locked jewel, so miners are kind of held up by the fact that a lot of people who got in early can have a significant amount of locked jewel without having a significant garden position, and that locked jewel is doing nothing. The only way to use that locked jewel is to mine it, essentially. So the difference is with the gardens, people can take that liquidity elsewhere and do other things with it. With locked jewel, you can't take it elsewhere. So those people that have locked jewel are kind of locked into DeFi kingdoms, which is, I'm sure, the intention of locked jewel, and they have to buy miners to get out faster. Whereas people who may have large garden positions, they can just up and leave whenever they like, if any kind of opportunity comes by. Let's go to the tavern. First, let's sell this common wizard fisher that we pulled. So those are just some of my thoughts on that. He's going in the tavern for 41 jewel. How much should I have in a pool to be okay with gardening? So it actually depends specifically on which pool it is, because it's based on the amount, the percentage of emissions going to that pool. So you would want to find a pool that has a high emissions but has a low total value locked in it, so that way you would proportionally have the highest ownership. You would be maximizing your pool ownership and rewards. I'm sure somebody's made a gardening calculator. I made a pretty basic gardening calculator when it first came out. But I think back then, when I was doing the math, it was like 20,000 in the gardens to like really be decent. I don't want to be quoted on any of those numbers currently. Also with gardening per pool, so let's say you can muster a single large LP position, right? So you put all of your money into one big garden position, into Jewel 1, let's say, it's the most popular one. So you muster up as much of your portfolio as you can and you put it in a Jewel 1. To maintain that and get the maximum yield, you just need 3 gardeners. Which really isn't that much. Even if you had $1 million, you still only need 3 gardeners. Whereas with miners, it kind of scales with how much locked jewel you have. You need more miners for more locked jewel. Yeah, I just don't think that there's ever going to be much pressure on gardeners unless a significant amount of liquidity leaves Serendale. Then gardeners' yield will increase significantly. Okay, and that's the long-term plan, is gardeners will replace incentivized rewards, essentially. Okay, so we're looking for a common wizard gardener. Looks like they go for about 42 jewel. If I were to list him, I would list him for 41 jewel, and that would be a net profit of 7.46 jewel on this summon. Let's get back to the portal. So emissions are the amount of jewel that is being put into circulation via the gardens. So let's just go over to the gardens real quick. When you create a seed and you pair it, deposit Jewel 1, here's that reward. The 2 biggest factors are your total ownership of the pool, which would be displayed if I had a ownership in this pool. And then the next biggest factor would be your pool reward allocation. So if you have a high percentage of the pool and the pool reward allocation is high, you would get the most rewards, essentially. And then you also asked what is TVL? So that's just a total value locked. You could say that the TVL of this Jewel 1 pool is 133 million. So this has 133 million deposited. So if you deposited a million, or let's say you deposited 13 million, okay, then you would have 10% ownership of this total pool. So you can see how there's a relationship between how many other people are providing liquidity to this pool. The more that do so, the lower your rewards would be. So it's the kind of thing where gardening is kind of the floor for holding up, providing liquidity to the important pairs for Jewel. And liquidity is very important for tokens. Okay, back to the gardens. Did you get, why do you think, okay. How much should I have in, we did that. At the moment I have 10k in Luna Jewel and 3 gardeners farming it. Well, are you happy with the rewards that you're getting, Lior? That's really all that matters. If you're happy with the return that you're getting on your gardeners, even without comparing it to other heroes that you may purchase, as long as you're happy, and it's going to be profitable, for sure. I mean, we know that it's profitable. It's just, the thing with DeFi Kingdoms is there's a lot of profitable options, and it comes down to you how much you really want to min-max this and make the most profitable decisions for them to make the most money. How much work you want to put into it. Yeah, 10k in a single pool is a lot. I'm not sure how diluted, so it's kind of hard to go based off of just that number, 10,000. It sounds like a lot, right? It is a lot. $10,000 is a lot. I'd be stoked to get $10,000. But what matters is not exactly the dollar amount, it's the ownership of the pool that you have. So $10,000, if there's $100 million in that pool, $10,000 isn't going to get you that much ownership. But at the end of the day, you should provide liquidity for pairs that you are bullish on. I wouldn't recommend seeking out the pools that maybe have less value locked just to increase your gardener's yield, because then you're exposing yourself to price action on assets that you might not necessarily be bullish on. And I don't think you'd have very high conviction in that play. Here we got a common Knight Forager. Nothing too special today so far. We got a common Knight Forager. I'm expecting this to be nearly break even. Is that 1.5 Jewel per gardener or in total? I wouldn't be surprised either way. Yeah, the formula for calculating returns on gardening is actually released, and you can plug in all the information and see exactly what your returns would be. Yeah, as long as you're happy with the returns, that's all that matters at the end of the day. It would be hard for you to do a strategy and it be a negative expectation, I would say, unless you're doing something really active, like buying and selling heroes or something. Obviously, something like that would all kind of depend on how good you are at it. But something like gardening or any of the professions, you really can't choose wrong, guys. It's going to be profitable. Pick up a fisher, pick up a forager, pick up a miner or a gardener. Either way, you're going to make some money doing so, and hopefully you have fun doing so. Let's go to the tavern and take a look at what a common Knight Forager is worth. 40.8. I would list him for 40 at 40 jewel after tavern fees and including summoning fees. That is another tiny loss of 1.5 jewel. Not bad. I'm not upset about that at all. Let's get back to the portal. Next, we're going to be switching to our Thief Archer pairs. I actually have these pairs sorted by how profitable I expect them to be, so the later into the stream that we get, the more profitable the summon should be, on average at least. Here we have this Thief Gardener, which I am going to be pairing with a Common Archer Forager. I bought 2 heroes just because I wanted to summon once for the tech. And I pulled an uncommon summoner. Pretty happy. Yeah, that's pretty lucky to hit a mutation on your first summon. I remember doing the same thing back in, I believe it was December, when I first was purchasing heroes. At first I just purchased a couple heroes for to quest, and I had watched a YouTube video and it recommended buying like a two Gen 1 10 out of 10s and just summoning with the 2 of them in order to make your like initial couple heroes. And I thought that made sense because I'd have a chance at getting something cool. But I highly don't recommend starting off your initial team of heroes as a summoning pair. Definitely recommend you guys pick out the exact heroes that you want. Trying to summon for a specific result is not going to work out very well. I do want to go over the match percentages for this pair just briefly, because we have a 22% chance at a Dark Knight. That's the reason why we're paired here. Take a look at our recessives. We got an R1 Thief and an R1 Archer. 22% chance at a mutation with this pair. I bet you guys were wondering, what's Faulty doing with this gardener in here? What's so much gardening today? But yeah, we got some R1s aligned. 38% chance at gardening, 46% chance at foraging. Once again, 22% chance at Dark Knight, almost 25%, which is the most that you can get. That would be if the recessives for main class were aligned right here, right here, right here, and right here as well. So I'm super excited about this pair having a 22% chance at a mutation. If we only do 5 summons with this pair, we should at least hit 1 mutation on average. Let's see if we can get it right here. Do you believe the market accurately reflects hero level? I don't believe that the tavern accurately reflects any of the heroes' values, really. I think that's kind of what we're doing here, is taking advantage of the tavern's inefficiencies. We got a common Archer Gardener. Yeah, given how low the volume of sales are, I think it's going to be a long time before the tavern is 100% efficient, if ever, just because it's a peer-to-peer market with low volume. So that's actually good news for us, you guys. The people that are going to sit here and do the work and really think about which heroes they're going to get, those are the guys that are going to do the best in the long run. The more you thought you put into it, don't paralyze yourself with choice. That's another big thing. You can get to the point where you have too many options. Try to focus your thinking and make some high conviction plays. Yeah, I don't normally filter by level because all the heroes that I'm selling are level 1 generally. So for that purpose, for the purposes of pricing those heroes, it's only necessary to look at the cheapest hero of their combination of attributes. Good luck, young Johnny. Hopefully it's a good one. Hit that mutation, whatever you need, hit that high rarity. Is it more tedious to play DFK with a hardware wallet? I have one, but it's not hooked up to the account, and I want to play in order for me to use it, I have to create a new account. What would you do? I think it is... So, with any kind of security in life, any kind of security measure, it's always a give and take of giving up a little bit of convenience for security. So you have to find your own tolerance for risk on your security and your own tolerance for convenience. You know, if it's going to sit here and really ruin your experience, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you've only got if you've got a single hero that you're questing 3 times a day, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal for you to have to do an extra click for your hardware wallet to go through, you know? But if you've got, so for me, I've got 68 heroes currently. If I tried to quest 68 heroes, I think I'd lose my mind on a hardware wallet. I recommend just having multiple wallets. Maybe put your most valuable, what am I doing, by the way? We're trying to price a common archer gardener. Okay, got a little sidetrack there. But yeah, it's a personal choice, and if the biggest downside is a little bit of inconvenience for added security, I don't think it's much to give up. If it's the kind of thing where it's completely ruining your experience, then, you know, then it's not worth it. So we have a Archer Gardener that I believe to be worth about 41 jewel. I'm actually going to end up listing him in the tavern for 41 jewel. We have to sell the Knight. Right here, so this guy is going in the tavern for 40 jewel, yes. So the reason why I didn't list the Wizard Gardener is because a real-life friend of mine showed interest yesterday in a common Archer Gardener, and I told him that I'll hold one aside if I happen to summon one. I do not use a hardware wallet for my DFK portfolio. So the only wallet that I use is MetaMask, which is a browser extension. It's very secure. It's as secure as your device is. So if you put a lot of work into making sure your device is secure, you're not randomly downloading things off the internet, you know, basic internet security type stuff, MetaMask is pretty secure. Make sure that your device itself is secure as well, of course. Definitely don't want to be losing a laptop that has MetaMask on it. Especially if you've got a simple password or something. Okay, let's get back to the portal. Once again, work calls. Sorry, but good to see you, J-Dub. Oh, you're back. Okay. Yeah, you've missed 4 summon attempts so far. Next, we're going to be doing this Uncommon Thief Fisher. So far today, in this stream, we've summoned a common Wizard Fisher, a common Wizard Gardener, a common Knight Forager, and a common Archer Gardener, all of which have been either small wins or small losses. The common Archer Gardener was a net profit of 7.46 jewel after tavern fees and summoning fees. Yeah, MetaMask is completely fine. Very secure, open source project. The thing to make sure of is that you're actually downloading MetaMask. Make sure that you're getting it directly from the source. Be careful Googling anything crypto related, especially if you're Googling something crypto related to download. Be extra careful because you can sometimes find ads which will be at the top of the result page that may seem like they're the official release, but are actually some type of malware trying to steal your private keys, steal your crypto. Be careful, guys. Alright, let's see this rare streak going. Let's pull up the match percentages for this 5th summon of ours. On this pair, we have a 14% chance at a Dark Knight. We also have a 1% chance at a Ninja. So in total, we have a 15% chance towards a Mutation. 30% chance each at Thief and Archer. And then, of course, we got a little bit of an increased chance at Pirate. Because I assume we have some Pirate Monk recessives going on here. Taking a look at our recessives, our R1 is Monk and our R1 is Pirate. So that is giving this R2 and R1 combined with this R1 over here is giving us a 1% chance towards a ninja. This R3 is doing nothing because there's no pirate on this side. Remember, it doesn't work in a way where this monk, and these two pirates all are contributing towards the ninja chance. You have to have it on the opposite side. So if you have monk over here, you have to have pirate over here. If you have monk over here, you have to have pirate over here. Hope that makes sense, guys. 44% chance at better than a common. If we're starting the rare streak now, that's going to be relevant. My thoughts on the new stamina system update. So that was the update to patch the miners and gardeners regenerating stamina while questing. I think that was long overdue. It was reported, my guild reported that bug pretty much right away. The team had been aware of it for a while and they only just now implemented it. I think they were waiting to push it along with a overall update to questing, but finally decided to just release it now. I think they should have released a fix for it a while ago. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say about that. I think it wasn't working as intended before, and now it is, and that is a good thing. Let's send this guy fishing. Old stamina was more efficient given I had timers going for gardening and mining quests. Well, you can still, there's nothing stopping you from starting those timers once again. It's just that the way that stamina regens is correct now, as far as I understand. The heroes being able to regenerate stamina while waiting to be collected from the quest, I think that's a good thing. I think it's a great thing that you could send a hero mining and it'd take 250 minutes for the mining quest to resolve and then 500 minutes for your hero to regenerate to full stamina. So you can send your hero mining or gardening and then just wait, set a timer for 750 minutes later, and then that's when you collect him, and then when you collect him he'll already be full stamina, and then you just send him on the quest right away. So here is our common archer gardening. We're going to collect this quest. Oh, I actually pulled a gray egg yesterday, you guys. Very happy about that. I haven't had a gray egg in some time. I'm up to 1 gray egg, 2 blue eggs, and 4 green eggs. So my first egg ever was a gray egg and I sold it. And then I didn't get any eggs for several months, and then in this last week or two I've just been crazy lucky on hitting some eggs. Okay, let's sell our common archer gardener. This guy is going to be listed in the tavern for 41 jewel. Yeah, it was great. I was pretty happy about it. I was sitting on the couch with my girlfriend and just getting through the quest, and I'm always shocked when it happens. I never expect it to happen, of course. Okay, so let's take a look at what a common monk fisher may be worth. So it looks like they're worth about 40 jewel. I would list mine for 39 jewel. And at 39 jewel and a summoning fee of 32 jewel, that's going to be another small win of 5.5 jewel after tavern fees. I'm not sure. I don't remember. There was a point in time when there was some liquidity for swapping gray eggs in the marketplace, and I had just swapped it. I looked at what the price was OTC, and I think it was around 30 or 40 jewel at the time, and the trader actually happened to be willing to give me that much. So I just swapped it because I figured I wouldn't have to deal with anybody OTC, and I was getting a fair value. And that was months and months and months ago now, so I don't really regret it, but I'm going to be regretting it once pets are around and I become a pet summoning channel. I'm very interested to see how pets will be implemented. I'm sure they're going to be vital to the game just because they're part of combat, and you're going to use every option you can in combat in order to get as much of an edge as possible, of course. You're not going to see somebody doing well in combat at high levels of combat without a pet. I will guarantee that. So here for this pair we have a legendary Dark Knight Forager paired with a uncommon Paladin Forager. Actually, before I do this pair, let me see if my next pair that I wasn't planning on doing on the stream is available yet. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so let's actually do this. Common Monk Fisher paired with a... So we're going to be doing 7 summon attempts total today. We got a Common Pirate Fisher. 44 jewel to summon. Thanks, that answers my questions about that. Guess I need to get MetaMask off my wife's computer. LOL, she's a browsing junkie. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend having your MetaMask on a shared computer. Even with somebody that you completely trust, you just don't know how they're browsing the internet. You don't know how they're, what they may be downloading, even if with all good intentions, they might accidentally do something. So I highly don't recommend having your MetaMask on a shared device, even with somebody you trust wholeheartedly. Just because mistakes happen, and you don't want to be giving somebody else the opportunity to even make that kind of mistake, in my opinion. So 15% chance at a ninja, 30% chance at a pirate, 32% chance at a monk. So we're going to have like a R3 aligned here. Taking a look at our professions, 78% chance at fishing, which is definitely what we want on a ninja. Hoping to not get gardening today. Today's been not the best, so definitely looking for a mutation with fishing. Yeah, so we have a aligned R2 right here, and that's it. And that's what's giving a 1% boost towards our mutation. Okay. But yeah, hardware wallets are awesome. You can get them for as cheap as, I believe, $50. You don't need the like expensive, cool looking one or anything like that. You just need something that is going to sign your, to keep your private key off of any kind of device that isn't the hardware wallet. Here we got another wizard, Common Wizard Fisher. Okay. Not the best pull. I'm glad we didn't pull that with the Paladin Dark Knight pair. But no big deal. Let's take a look at what a Common Wizard Fisher might be worth. Oh, we actually pulled a Common Wizard Fisher earlier today. So we are aware that this is worth 41 jewel. And we can go into the tavern just to double check that in a second. But yeah, I understand that MetaMask, DeFi, crypto in general can be pretty, what's going on here? Can be pretty intimidating. Just because there's so much that there's so much knowledge that you need to have. For instance, just getting from Coinbase to Harmony can be a pain. I always recommend depositing USD into Coinbase, waiting for it to clear. Then once it's clear, the way that I had done it was I would send AVAX, or I'd purchase AVAX, send it to MetaMask on the Avalanche network, and then bridge the AVAX from the Avalanche network to the Harmony network. I actually put together a little a step-by-step process that I wrote down to provide my friends with because they were asking so frequently. So I know how difficult it can be, and I spent months reading about crypto, about decentralized finance, before I ever even decided to hop in. So I think caution is always better to err on the side of. Not to the point where it stops you from doing anything that might be the best choice to do, but a healthy amount of caution never hurt anybody. So we got a common monk fisher here. He's worth 39 jewel. See you later. Yeah, lots of commons today, but still, definitely looks like have been a couple winning summons despite that. So just to do a quick overview, it looks like every hero that we pulled has been worth about between 39 to 41 jewel. And so far we are up about 13 jewel after tavern fees and summoning fees. Okay. Oh, there's a sage here in the tavern. I want to see a dread knight walking around in the tavern. Okay, let's get back over to the portal. This is going to be our last summon for sure, guys. I've got nothing else ready for you. Everything else is on cooldown. Okay. It looks like our common monk fisher just sold. That's pretty good. What resource did you find most valuable in knowledge when you learned about DeFi crypto? Oh man, YouTube channels. What are some great ones? Whiteboard Crypto. Love Whiteboard Crypto. It was so easy to understand what he was talking about. He just sat here and explained every single concept about it in their own individual videos. So I really enjoyed and continue to enjoy Whiteboard Crypto. I haven't been watching the videos as well as I was at one point, but that was pretty much where I got a lot of my base knowledge. Especially learning about what liquidity pools are, impermanent loss, all that stuff. Even what an NFT is, all that stuff. When I was a Bitcoin maxi, I would watch 99 Bitcoin, I believe it's called. Just for some simple, straight-to-the-point news. I tend to stay away from any kind of creators that feel like they're pushing something. I don't want to be sold on anything. I just want to get the facts and make a decision for myself. That's personally the kind of information I seek out. I've always been that way. I like things that explain things, not things that are more on the entertainment side for content. Even with poker, I would never really watch poker entertainment is how I refer to it. And some people would sit here and watch like the biggest tournament, which is the World Series of Poker. They'd sit there and watch that and tell themselves that they're doing it to learn. But really what they're doing it for entertainment. They're sitting there enjoying the stream. They're not trying to take notes or learn something new. If you can't take notes on it, it's probably not that valuable to watch. We have a common paladin forager. This is Gen 2, 4 out of 4, so this does have some summoning value. I expect it to be worth definitely more than 40 jewel. Let's send this guy foraging and then take a look at what he might be worth. This is going to be our biggest hit for the day for sure. I like Taiki Made for yield farming strategies. I watched a lot of his videos for a long time. That's actually where I learned about DeFi Kingdoms. When I first heard about DeFi Kingdoms was from Taiki Made on YouTube. So thanks to him, otherwise I probably wouldn't be here right now. But I remember when I first saw anything about this, DeFi Kingdoms, I thought, wow, that's a project that I want to invest in. That's that project seems cool. It seems it had all the appeal. Yeah, TV poker is not something I recommend that you take notes on. That actually reminds me of a friend of mine who pretty much actually tried to use TV poker to learn, and they just ended up playing not very well in reality. If a small fish were to follow in your summoning footsteps for profitability, what advice would you give them? Well, hey, I just have to say I have friends that have not much invested and they're still summoning. I think if you're at the point where you have more than 500 Jewel available to summon, I definitely recommend picking up a Gen 1 summoning pair. Take your time. Even if you want, send me a message with a pair. Give me 2 IDs, tell me how much they cost, and tell me how much they'll resell for after 5 summons, and I will tell you if that pair is profitable or not. If you do the work to provide me with those 6 pieces of information, 2 IDs, 2 purchase prices, and 2 resale prices at 5 out of 10 summons, I will put in a little bit of work and tell you if the summon is profitable or not. Happy to do that. Just don't overdo it, guys. I am a person that has stuff to do. This is a kind of service that I want to provide at some point in time, but in the meantime, I'm happy to just help out some people, you know? Common, Paladin, and in my community Discord, which you can find linked below, I am planning to sporadically post profitable summoning pairs that are available in the tavern, because that's something I do for my friends when they're looking for a pair. Okay, so we had a common Paladin Forager, Gen 2, 4 out of 4. Let's take a look at what that might be worth. Common Paladin Forager. We're going to set it to 4 to 5, just because I know there's not going to be very much prices at the 4 out of 4 summons. So here we go. Gen 2, 4 out of 4, level 2, so he's got a little bit of value on me there. 139 Jewel. I'm going to say this guy's worth 135 Jewel. And that's going to be the biggest win of the video, without a doubt. After tavern fees, that'll be a 97.94 profit on the summon attempt. But as far as advice for, as you say, a small fish, I would say profitable summoning pairs that you can find that aren't too expensive. Mining Gen 2 pairs. If you could find 2 miners that are Gen 2 with summons remaining. Let's just see miners. Yeah, let's definitely set the generation to 1 and 2. So, like a Gen 2 miner, the thing about these heroes is that when you summon with them, they're going to lose almost no value. So that's the biggest thing, the biggest strength about these cards. When you summon with them, they're not going to lose anything, so your only cost is going to be the summoning fee, and because of that, you can actually find some profitable pairs here, but you're not going to make much is the thing. You're going to make a couple Jewel, and it's going to be consistent, you're going to win often, but you're not going to make much. That's another kind of pair that you could do. Other pairs that tend to be profitable to find, Gen 1 10 out of 10 pairs, of course. Gen 1 or 2 advanced pairs, 5 out of 5, definitely profitable. I do not own my Mythic Ninja anymore. I got rid of him. He's gone. Took me a little while, about a week or 2, but he's gone. If the only difference, excuse me. Would you like to be friends, Faulty? Yeah, Resistor, we're already friends. Whiteboard is the goat of explanations. Yeah, I love Whiteboard. The way that he just simply explains it, gets to the point, and he's never trying to sell you on anything. He's just trying to tell you what it's about. That's the big win for Whiteboard, in my opinion. If the only difference between two Virgin Gen 1s is one matches R1 and one doesn't, how much more would you pay for that match? This is too complicated of a question for me to answer easily. It's just not that simple, unfortunately. Have summoned over 7 times and haven't hit an advanced class. Well, the chance most often to hit an advanced class is roughly 1 in 7, so it's actually not surprising that you haven't hit one. Just keep summoning. Of course, you're overdue to hit by now, but in the long run, it'll all work out, I promise. So this guy's going in the tavern for 135 Jewel. Oh yeah, Rare Mining Warrior would be a great hit. Even if he's Gen 2, he definitely has some summoning value, so make sure you account for that. Unfortunately, with summoning, the more profitable the pair is, the more expensive you're probably going to have to pay for the pair. And that ups the barrier to entry to summoning. That's why I say you probably need at least 500 Jewel. And that's not even including weathering variance. The variance isn't that high, just because you don't lose much usually when you lose, but you need to be able to lose on a summon or multiple summons in a row and be okay with it. Okay, so that is it for this video. Taking a look at our pulls, if we still have all of them. We pulled for the video, where did we start? 144523. Okay, so this was our first pull, worth about 41 Jewel. That was a small loss of 0.5. Our second pull here is worth about 41 Jewel. This was a common Wizard Fisher. This is a common Wizard Gardener, worth about 41 Jewel. On this guy, it was a 7.46 win in Jewel. On the summon, after tavern fees and summoning fees, we have a common Knight Forager, worth about 40 Jewel. This guy was a loss of 1.5 Jewel. This guy here is a common Archer Gardener, worth about 41 Jewel. A net profit of 7 Jewel after the summoning fees and the tavern fees. Here we have a common Wizard Fisher. He actually needs to go in the tavern. He's going up for 41 Jewel. We also pulled a common Monk Fisher, which was worth 39 Jewel and is already gone. And then on our last pull of the day, we pulled a common Paladin Forager, worth about 135 Jewel for a profit of 97 Jewel. All in all, 7 summon attempts, a total profit of 111 Jewel, and on average, a profit of 15.98 Jewel per summon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to take a moment just to read the chat. Make sure I've caught up on everything. Enjoying the vids so much. Thank you, Oscar Esque. I appreciate you being here and enjoying the videos. One last question. Seems like higher profitability with advanced summoning pairs. True or not? Absolutely true, Oscar. Absolutely true. Advanced summoning pairs are some of the most profitable. That's why they tend to be the last. I tend to do the basic pairs first, just because the advanced pairs, you definitely are expected to make more per summon, without a doubt. What's a good hero to start work? If you're asking what the best entry hero is, I recommend the cheapest Fisher or Forager. For those guys, you're going to have a pretty decent return. I believe the last time I checked the math, it was about 0.8% per day in expected value. Of course, you can run better or worse than that depending on your luck, because there's so much variance. For example, you could pull an egg on your first quest attempt. But in general, those guys are great. Fishers and foragers, the cheaper the better, because you'll make your money back faster. And I think that's the best way to get an entry. Just pick up a single fisher or forager and just see if you like what you're doing. The return's going to be great. The resale value is going to be about the same generally. For as long as I've been looking at the hero market, the resale value in Jewel has stayed relatively the same. If you quest and level up your hero, he's going to be worth more, trust me. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend. Tim Butters, thank you for the nice compliment there. I appreciate it. And I've enjoyed this stream today. I've enjoyed summoning, talking to you guys. If you would like to see more of this content, subscribe, check out my Discord linked below. I've also linked my guild Discord, DGen Heroes. All of those guys are great guys. And until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow morning for another couple summon attempts. See you later.